So guys, we've just returned from Jason's house today and he's had British Gas on the door to fit a prepayment meter going in under the section 54 in the 86 Act. The police officers gained entry using the big red key. This is the footage now. Are you alright? Do you mind being filmed?
No, of course not, no.
Yeah, we're recording. Nice to meet you.
Jason.
I'm from the Yorkshire Police Response Team.
Right, I've been on UK Column a couple of times, so
right.
I'm alright with being filmed. This is where they fucking smash away in.
So they've not made good the
Oh no, we've not done anything. They said it's mine. My problem.
So did not give you any advice who to ring or anything?
Nothing at all. They just fucked off. Sorry, they went. Sorry, don't mean to.
Did they come with the locks today?
Yes.
They did, and they didn't attempt to kill the locks or
Nothing.
Within the videos, what you've got, have you got the badge number of the police officer?
I've got, yes, I made sure. I've got them telling them my name. The names. So I've got, we were both filming. I mean, this is my stepson Connor.
Nice to meet you.
Do you mind being on camera?
No, I won't be on camera.
Is that right?
Yeah, so fine. He's only 15 and he's type 1 diabetic, so which is one of the reasons when I went to court, because they wouldn't accept that when I kept saying British Gas don't even provide me with my electricity.
Yeah. So it was to do with electricity today.
Electricity, yeah.
Yes. When they did they identify you as the debtor when they actually came to the door today?
No, nothing.
No.
Nothing.
So they didn't ask you where
They just kept banging on the door, and my initially, because I knew they were coming.
Yes.
Because they came on Wednesday, they sent me a letter saying we're coming on 21st.
Did you have a summons to court when you actually before this they have attended today? Did you actually? Have
I went to court.
Yeah.
I went to court and I objected to the warrant application, and then it was moved to another day, which was August 12th, I think it was. And so I went along. I said to the judge, it was a district judge, Judge Driver. I said to her, I said, you can't. I said, first of all, this is a monetary issue because they owe me money. Because I'd sent them in September. I'd sent them a thing saying, if you want to take me for a letter saying, if you want to take me for a warrant, I'm going to attend court and I'm going to oppose them. And every time I do, when you don't get a warrant, I'm charging you 1,500 quid.
Yeah, right.
They took me six times or 5 times. Yeah. So I sent them a bill. So it was a monetary dispute, and I said to the judge, I said, look, this is not your jurisdiction.
What did they go in under the?
And under the Gas Act, the 54.
The 54 Gas Act.
Yeah, the 54 Gas Act, I think. Yeah.
Hi up, mate. Yeah, he's filming you on the door. It's barricaded the door. You have to call the police.
What I'm doing then, bud?
Yeah, he's there, sat on the stairs.
You gonna let us in, buddy, or we got to call police?
See him sat on the stairs?
When they actually attended the door, did you make them aware of your vulnerabilities?
Absolutely, yeah. I've told them. I
totally ignored that.
I had a heart attack when I was 27.
Right.
I had a stroke in 2010, and I had a stroke in 2012. And I've also got a blood clot here in my leg.
Right.
Which is a permanent thing, so
I can't ignore that.
Completely ignored it, yeah. I'm informing you now, I am 45 years old and I have had a heart attack and 2 strokes. I am disabled, I have antiphospholipid syndrome, and I am vulnerable. Now, if this is causing me harm and anxiety, piss off.
Did the locksmith actually try to gain entry before the police arrived?
I really don't know. I don't think he did.
You didn't think he did?
Yeah.
Right.
How many people turned up?
I think there were 4 at first, and then when police turned up, there were at least 4 of them. But what I did at first is I just sort of blanked them. Remember, this is a British Gas warrant.
Jason? Jason? Please? Jason! Sandy Taylor from police. You need to just come and talk to us, mate. Let me just explain something. Jason, if you don't come and talk to us, we're going to have to force entry. They've got power to force entry, mate. And then you'll be left with the cost of damage to your door, which you're going to have to repair yourself. So just come down and talk to us.
British Gas Warrant, and they're threatening to smash my door in. And remember, I've got a heart condition. I've got a condition called antiphospholipid syndrome. I've got a blood clot in my leg. This is fucking mega stressful, but we've got to do it. We've got to stand up to these fuckers. Fucking bastards. They owe me fucking £4.5 grand, and they think it's worth no £6 grand. They owe me 6,000 fucking quid. Yeah, well. Because I thought, let them do what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And if they're going to do something unlawful, then I've got them.
Yeah.
And so I just sort of stayed, just
Tried to stay
left
calm,
it.
yeah.
And then when they started talking, they could see me. I mean, I kept going upstairs and downstairs and what have you. And when they could see me, they started, when the police came, they started talking to me. Jason, you know, I've got it all on camera.
Yeah.
We were videoing the entire time.
Brilliant.
And then they just smashed their way in, didn't they?
Yeah.
Drilling me lot, see?
Open door, Jason.
No.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
It's going to cost you a quick door then.
It's going to cost you your jobs. Because if you smash your way in to this house, you are acting unlawfully, and I will have your jobs. You are South Yorkshire Police. You're supposed to protect and serve the public, not corporations. So do what you are told and protect and serve the public. You smash your way into this door, and I promise you I will have your job.
Listen, man.
And I will bring a private prosecution against you.
Doing it, would I?
Eh?
Have I thought my job?
Yeah, all right. Well, then do it then, because that's what's going to happen. Is your job.
Well,
I'm going to take your job. You are acting unlawfully. This is an unlawful warrant. You cannot smash your way in. You can pick the lock. You cannot smash your way in. You cannot make damage. Okay? Do you understand that?
Now listen to
You said no damage. No damage. No damage. How can you do? Why? How can you do this to people? How can you be? Well, for a start, it's not. How can you do this to people? How do you live with yourself? How do you live with yourself? How do you live with yourself?
Listen, mate.
No, there's no listening. I'm not listening.
Okay, the warrant's been
I am not listening. No, if you smash your way in, you are acting unlawfully, and I will have your job. I will have you on a private prosecution for trespass upon this house. You are not allowed to do this. You can only do this in a criminal. This is a civil matter. It is a monetary matter. You are here simply to keep the peace. That is what you are supposed to do. I am keeping the peace. I am staying within my property. And you are assisting these people to enter my property and smash their way in. And what you are doing is contrary to the Act. There's a 2015 Act that states that you cannot, if you assist anybody in smashing a private corporation into smashing into this house, then you are guilty of a crime.
Okay.
Yes, you are guilty of a crime, and I will bring a private prosecution against each and every one of you. So what I want you to do is I want you to act upon your oath, and I want you to go and keep the peace. Keep the peace. Nothing else. Keep the peace. Smashed the way in. They've smashed the way in. I can't believe you've smashed your way in.
Right, sir. Right, we're going to let British Gas in. Excuse me.
There's a warrant, mate.
They've smashed the way in. Can I see Warrant?
It's in the chat.
Sit down and we'll show it you.
Yeah, I'll sit down. Yeah.
No problem at all.
Good enough.
If you just close the door, tell me how it was fastened.
Well, we've got a bolt. What is it?
Mortise lock.
Mortise lock. Yeah, mortise lock there. We've got a Yale lock there, and we've got this here. Now this damage was caused when last year when we were away and my daughter were out, but it still smashed a lot of glass down, as you can see. This is what we picked up off the floor. Lots of glass. There's bits everywhere.
What equipment did they use to
That big red thing.
Big red key.
The big red key. I mean, in fact, I'm just on the bit where I've just been reviewing the video, and I'm just on the bit where they forced their way in. Now, what they did is they got a female officer at the front who tried to distract me.
Get you to go there, so
So
that's
come this
totally
way.
for health and safety, so there's no one at the door now.
As they smashed the door open and they're trying to get in, I pushed the door, and then I thought to myself,
No, don't.
yeah,
Don't
because
give them any.
any excuse, I'd have been arrested.
Yeah.
I know I would have been. I tried to speak, when they were in here, they started changing me. I've got all this on video. I was speaking to the coppers. I was saying to them, look, I respect you as human beings, but once you put that uniform on, you're representing a corrupt organisation.
They are in breach of text.
And what they did is, I said, you're representing a corrupt organisation. And one of them even said, because I said, you're a corrupt organisation, and I brought up Hillsborough, and he said, yeah, but that were years ago. And I said, yeah, I know, but it only came out a couple of years ago. So it was covered up all that time. We asked for the warrant, didn't we, Connor? We asked, Connor asked a couple of times, I asked, yeah, we'll show it you. In fact, when just after they'd come in, I said, where's the warrant? And they said, sit down and we'll show it you. I've just been on phone to police and reported a crime. I've reported criminal damage. And the woman on the phone was trying to say, oh no, it's because they had a warrant. But I said, all that the police were there for
breach of the peace
is to prevent a breach of the peace. I said, I was inside the property, British Gas were outside. There's no breach of the peace. They forced their way into my house, smashed their way into my house. So she said, I'll get a sergeant to call you back, because that's how we deal with complaints. I said, whoa. This is not a complaint.
No.
This is me reporting a crime.
Yeah.
And if you don't accept my report of a crime, then you're going to force me to have a private prosecution. And so, you know, she said, well, I'll get somebody to ring you back. And so I'm just waiting.
Sorsby, S-O-R-S-B-Y.
Sergeant Sorsby.
Sorsby, S-O-R-S-B-Y.
Right, what's your first name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
J-O-N-A-T-H-A-N.
Right.
And my caller number, Jason, is 1658.
1658.
It is.
Right, so just to clarify.
No, Jason, I've been asked to ring you about this. I've clarified that the actions that my officers took was lawful.
Okay, that's your opinion.
Alright, yeah, well, like you said, I tried to engage you with this at the time. Alright?
Yeah, well, you didn't show me the warrant. Where was the warrant?
The warrant obtained was lawful.
Where was it, though? It wasn't served.
Was lawful, okay? And we've come away from it.
And was the warrant legal?
Pardon?
Was the warrant legal?
The actions of my officers were legal.
The actions of your officers were legal. So what you're saying is maybe the warrant wasn't legal. So you were acting on something that you didn't know that was legal.
Produced to me, Jason, I'm not going to get into any further. We discussed this at the scene. The one that was produced to me was lawful. It gave us a power of entry.
Was it legal?
We entered the property. The meter was exchanged. We tried to engage with you at the time and asked you to open the door, and you refused.
Yep.
Therefore, as per the warrant, force could be used.
Right.
Okay?
Is that what and that's your position, is it?
I'm not going to engage any further, okay?
You're not going to engage any further. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what my position is.
What's happened? Is it put the phone down?
Yeah.
He's put the one down.
How do you feel about the police just putting the phone down on you like that?
Well, talking about public servants, my servants always put the phone down on me. That's what they do. That's what servants do.
I always thought that if they send a locksmith in, they make good the damage.
Yeah, well, that's what I said, and they said no, we don't. I mean, the
Did you
locksmith.
put one notice of the section 26 of the Criminal Justice Act?
You know, because I were in such a. I did try to say to her, there is an act that came in April in 2015 that says that if police officers act from outside the jurisdiction, then you know they're liable, and they can get 7 years in prison.
Yes.
I did try. I don't know how much I said, because as you can imagine, I'm under siege. My adrenaline's going.
Yeah.
I've got a bad heart anyway.
That's not.
You know, if you
should have today, as soon as you made them aware of them vulnerabilities, they should have walked away.
Yeah, exactly. They should have done, but they didn't. Well, I'm just going to show you this. I was just going to show you this little bit. I mean, I've got quite a bit, I think.
My house.
Here we go. So I'm talking to Copper at the front door.
It does not.
Well, Jason, I am listening to what you're telling me. If you to go away and see what I can check and find out.
Okay.
Alright, but I'm talking to you politely and normally.
I know, and I'm talking to you politely and normally. And look, look, listen, when people are threatening to smash their way into my house, I'm not going to just sit here and take it.
No, I know you're not. But it looks like this is sort of a tough situation for you all. Okay.
I've got a heart condition.
Is he with you?
Yes, I've got my stepson.
Okay, is he alright?
Yeah, he's fine. Connor, I'll just bring him over so you can say hello. Connor, just say hello to this police officer.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. You sure?
Yes.
You have seen in the background then?
Yeah.
Through the window, alright. Okay. No, you're alright. I just wanted to check you're alright.
They're doing something. Hang on. Smashed the way in. They've smashed the way in. I can't believe you've smashed your way in.
Right, sir. Right, we're going to let British gas in. Excuse me.
It's just... Can you believe this?
I actually can't believe they've done that.
No.
I really can't. So they're there to prevent a breach of the peace.
Yeah.
What are they doing causing a breach of the peace? That's
Exactly.
That's my question.
That's completely the complete opposite of what they're supposed to do.
The police are at fault with there.
Definitely, yeah.
So you need to get down to the police station
Yep.
and quote the Criminal Courts and Justice Act 2015.
Got it in hand, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's their office, a civil matter, it's not a criminal.
Yep.
So the two jurisdictions can't meet. They were told that.
Yep.
They're on film. They've ignored it and they've done it. They're liable. This act came in force of April the 13th this year.
Yes, I've got it in my hand with
Yeah, and they're liable. They're working outside their office of constable,
Yep.
executing their rights and privileges. They are liable. It carries a 7-year prison sentence.
Of course, yes.
You never saw the warrant being stamped off, did you?
No, I didn't see anything, no.
Right, so I want you to look at the signature, and below that signature, it should have a name, eligible written name, so you know who signed that squiggle.
Yeah.
And also a wet ink below that of the date in wet ink when that warrant was signed. So you know that warrant was signed on that day by that person, and that person's signature is Joe Bloggs, and it was signed on X date.
Yeah, cool.
Alright?
Yeah. It's just a lot to, it's been quite hectic.
First thing I would do is straight down the police station.
Yeah, well, I've been on the phone to the police,
Yeah.
and the police, the woman that I spoke to, I said I wanted to report a crime, and then she knew about the incident. She knew straight away, and she said, "Well, what I'll do is our complaints procedure is we get your sergeant to ring back."
She's fobbing you off.
Yeah, I know. Which I said to her, I don't want to complain. I want to report a crime. And then she was saying that they were well within the rights, and I said, "Well, look, if you don't do anything, then I'll be forced to do a private prosecution, and I will go after you as well." And I got a name.
Yeah.
So
Get yourself down the police station. That's
yeah,
what you need to do. Don't do it over the phone. Get down the police station and demand to see a senior officer.
yeah, will do.
You must do it.
Honestly, it's been great.
I did, well, they snapped the door handle off, obviously. I don't know whether they used big red key in it first, or whether they actually tried to break entry through the
It
door.
actually does look down here, Mark, that they've had to try to take the door on the
Screws are still in, aren't they?
Yeah.
Did you get a crime reference number?
Yeah, I did. It's 453 21 815. So that's what they told me, 453. It's an incident number. As you can see, I've got a camera in my hand as well, and so I'm filming him, and I'm telling him that that they'll be after him next. I said it'll come for you. It'll come for you. Don't worry about it. And he said, "I'm all right. I've got my pension." And I said, "Yeah, until government steals it from you." What's your name?
PC 1190 Taylor.
PC 1190 Taylor.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, PC 1190 Taylor.
Yes. listen.
No, it's an unlawful warrant.
Or through the window.
Sorry?
You can come in through the door or the window.
No, the choice is yours. I'll have your job. Do you understand? I'll have your job.
You can have my job.
I will have your job, Mr. Taylor. And then when they come for you, and nobody fucking stands up for you, think about it. Think about it.
Listen.
I do not even have British Gas are not even my supplier.
It doesn't matter.
They are not even my supplier. Okay, do you understand that?
Warrant of entry is different.
Right, okay, the warrant of entry is unlawful. The judge that gave it was acting ultra vires. Yeah, it's up to you, smash your way in. Yeah. But I'm having your job. If you smash your way in, I'm having your job. I'm having your job.
I've got a pension.
Okay, good. Yeah, well, when the government steals it from you, then, which they already are, when the government steals it from you, then you'll have your just desserts, okay? You people are horrible.
So basically he's climbed over there.
It's climbed over here, it's trespassing in the next door's garden.
Can you just show me outside where this was?
Yeah. Just here.
So he's climbed over there?
It's gone through neighbour's garden, climbed over, and he's having a look at back door to see what, which one's, whether he can get in.
What are you smashed your way in for? You done.
Been explained to you, sir.
You've done.
Loads of times. We've come in the cheaper option through that back door. Won't cause you much in damage, alright?
Yeah, alright.
There's your phone, sir. I don't want that getting damaged.
Here we go.
And he was the one who smashed his way in?
He was the one who smashed his way in, yeah. He had the big red enforcer thing.
If you give me a copy of that, you're okay for me to use it?
Absolutely. In everybody's interest, that this sort of thing has got a stop put to it, and that these people are accountable for what they're doing.
What court documents have we actually got?
Right, well, I attended court a number of times.
Right.
I did inform British Gas that I was charging them every time that they applied for a warrant and failed.
Yeah.
Now, one time, the first time I went, they said, okay, we can't hear this today, we have to do it another day.
Yeah.
So I went on that date and British Gas didn't turn up. Then they applied again, and I went, and it was a guy called Stone, I think his name is, it's on here. Lee Stone, he was the man applying for the warrant. So I said to him, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on the stand, and I'm going to give you a copy of the 2006 Fraud Act, which I've got in here. Yada yada yada. And I said I'm going to give you a copy of the 2006 Fraud Act. I'm going to get you to read Section 2, which is fraud by misrepresentation, and then I'm going to arrest you for making, a false claim for a warrant. And he crapped himself, went through the warrant and gave it me, said, I'll not be applying for that. I can't deal with that, and went and gave me the warrant, and I went. So it's an unsigned warrant. So I had also, there you go, Fraud Act 2006. I also had other things like copies of my disabled badge. That's my disabled badge, to show that we were vulnerable in this house. I took a copy of all my, that is a copy of the medication that I'm on, just to show that, this condition, the condition antiphospholipid syndrome, which is what I've got, it's also like, it's often mixed up with MS,
right? Because
your joints start to crack, so I was showing him that I was vulnerable, and also that I had a Connor here who's type 1 diabetic as well in the house, and I said that obviously if the electricity goes off, his insulin, which is in the fridge, is useless. So therefore, That would have been one of my arguments if I'd have been able to give an argument. But the only time that I managed to get in front of a judge, she told me that she couldn't discuss the bill, and then went on and discussed the bill and gave me the warrant. So, what can you do?